here in studio for a conversation about local government. The town is Norwell. It's the Government Study Committee, and we have Mary Beth Shea in here to tell us all about. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Government Study Commission.
Okay.
They'll be quick to correct me.
Okay, Government Study Commission. That sounds even more official. My goodness.
So much gravitas.
Yeah, well, that's right. I think I see some federal agents at the door now. No, I'm just kidding. When we say that, that's a big word. What exactly are you charged with?
So we were appointed by the Select Board. It's in our charter. There is a provision that says the Government Study Commission exists and should report annually. But what we're actually asked to do is analyze the town government for the town of Norwell, the structure, try to reduce redundancies, improve efficiency, and provide high-quality constituent services in a cost-effective manner. So what we've been doing, we've been meeting weekly, interviewing stakeholders, the chiefs, the department heads, the elected boards. We're just asking people, how's it going? Mm-hmm. How is the town of Norwell government serving you? What's happening that's going well, and where do you see we could be making some improvements?
Mm-hmm. How many people on the committee with you?
There are five people on the commission right now. And we are top-heavy with institutional knowledge. We have two previous select board members, which is Becky Freed and David DeCoste, who is our current state rep. Carl Swenson, who had served on other towns' finance committees and advisory boards, myself, and Art Joseph. Mm-hmm. And so we are, and I say Art Joseph full stop because this is someone who knows, he has forgotten more than I will ever know about Norwell government.
Absolutely. And what kind of a timeline are you on? You're gathering information right now, but when and where and what are you going to do with it?
So right now, we're here today to publicize. We have a public meeting next Thursday, December 4th, at 7 p.m. in Town Hall, and that will be in the North River Room. It will also be publicized or be broadcast by Norwell Spotlight TV. Mm-hmm. But this is, as you said, we are in the data gathering portion of the program. So this is part of our asking people what they want, getting our information. We anticipate the next few months we will be digesting, analyzing the information that we get, and then making recommendations. If we are to make recommendations for improvements, it would be a change to our town charter and our town bylaws. Mm-hmm. That's a town meeting vote. So the next step after gathering information, making recommendations would be to formulate articles to be presented at the May annual town meeting.
When you say you're gathering information, I know you're having a meeting coming up or a forum coming up on the 4th, which is next week. But in the meantime, is there a place they can say, I live in town and I would like to see more focus on XYZ? Can they send you opinions?
They certainly can.
And how can they do that?
So our email address, I'm looking over your shoulder there, is at, you can email us at GSC, so that's Government Study Committee is what the initials stand for, so gscinfo@townofnorwell.net. And we would love to hear from people who perhaps can't attend the public meeting. Just any anecdote, any suggestion, anything that has popped in your head saying, well, why does this do this? Why don't we do this a little bit differently? This would make more sense. All of that is valuable information for us. All of it will be digested, analyzed, and then we'll make recommendations from that.
That's great. So are you hearing any particular areas so far? Do people seem to be concentrating on more things? Any surprises?
No surprises. I will say the last time there were changes made to the town charter was in 2012. There was a similar committee, a commission was formed, and a commission was formed, and they made two pretty big changes. One was at that point, it was the Board of Selectmen was a 3-member board, and the recommendation that passed was to go to a 5-member board. Mm-hmm. So we are revisiting that. We're asking the question, was this a good thing? are we happy we did this? Is this something that we want to do going forward, or is this something we might want to look at reverting back? That is one issue that has come up. We also still have 2 positions in town that are elected, that are often appointed. And people have opinions on that, very strong opinions on the highway surveyor and the town clerk. And we've heard arguments advocating and perhaps not on both of those. So that is definitely something we look at.
Right. In your group, you just do the information gathering and the presenting. The actual decisions will be made by people at town meeting.
That's right. But we will develop the articles. Another thing that we're finding is that communication is a big issue. Right now, with the lack of a real, active small town newspaper, people don't get information as easily as they used to. Thank God for you, because we're talking about better ways to disseminate information out to the residents of Norwell. Another big issue is town meeting. Town meeting is the governing body for our town. Is there a way to improve it? Is there a way to engage more people? Is there a way to make it more accessible and understandable? So all of those things are on the table.
Absolutely. Mary Beth Shea, talking with you about what's going on here in Norwell and the Government Study Commission. Is there anything that I haven't asked you about that you think people might need to know about what your group is doing and what's coming up for you?
I don't think so. I think that they should be happy that we have this job going, because at the very least we're reviewing existing practices and the changes that were made in 2012, and it's good to do that. It's good for every now and then to look at your government with kind of fresh eyes and say, is everything working? So we're doing that. We will make our recommendations. We would love to have people's input, and we would love to see them at the December 4th meeing.
And that's at 7 p.m. Tell me one more time, what's the email address?
The email address where you can send me all your opinions is gscinfo@townofnorwell.net.
That's terrific. I know you're going to have a good turnout at that. Again, that's Mary Beth Shea from the Government Study Commission. We're going to pop this interview up online as well, and we'll check in again and see how this process is going.
Thank you. You're doing God's work, Christine, getting people
wow.
to understand what's happening in their community. It's important work.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We just try to shine a light on everything that's happening here on the South Shore. Appreciate it.
Thank
Again,
you.
that's Mary Beth Shea from Norwell. I'm Christine James, 95.9 WATD,